want to settle it on lap 2. Kyle Busch, Kevin Harvick racing hard. We've got James Buescher back there in 3rd.
Oh, we got trouble.
Carmichael into the wall. If anybody needed good luck, it was Ricky Carmichael, and it doesn't look like it's happening for him again today.
A lot of damage to the left side of that truck. You see the left front tire looks to be askew on that monster Chevrolet.
Yeah, that's
guys, get ready here. You see the hammers and everything we need on the.
See if we can figure out if that's what he was trying to do again. Oh no, actually he's up on the high side that time through.
It looked like he was by himself. There could have been some contact prior to us getting a view of him. Look right side of your screen. It looks like he's all by himself. He was following the 51 truck of Eric Almirola.
See if we can take a look from Matt Crafton's onboard. Oh yeah, what a great view, guys. He just got loose entering the corner. You know, we talked about how tough these things are to drive for a lap or two till you get your tires. Is in the middle of this mess. You can see Austin Dillon locks up his brakes. Almirola runs into the back of Peters, and for a second, looked like Skinner thought, I think 4 wide will work here. Luckily for everybody on the track, he changed his mind.
There's another view. You see Austin lock up his left front. When he did, Timothy Peters couldn't go, and then they all just split him. And
sideways, he has to check up and get back behind Almirola.
Thought for a moment that may open the door.
Oh, around goes Jason White. Around. The 23 of Jason White goes around. Smoke on the back stretch.
You're clear. Keep it rolling. Didn't hit nothing, guys. We spun off the 2.
And that will bring out our 3rd caution.
That caution is a welcome one for Bobby Hamilton Jr. Bobby had raced his way around Mike Skinner and up into the 13th spot.
Jason White was running 15th when this happened.
Look, he's all the way off the track down on the apron. Totally off the track on the apron, just trying to get that truck to turn, get him some bite down there so he can make that pass, and it just got away from him.
Did a nice job not making any contact with the 81 of David Starr, who was on his outside, and then kept it out of the inside wall as well.
Let's see what Mario sees.
See Jason, all 4 tires for a moment down on the apron, Mikey.
And that works, Phil. You can get by with that, but you just have to know your truck. And his truck was obviously, we just restarted, and so he didn't quite know what he had yet. Adam.
To running in the 11th spot, at least for Todd Bodine. David Starr.
Oh, he's leaning on him.
Donnie Lee goes David Starr.
Donnie Lee just turned David Starr around.
Mansfield.
Now you see those 2 up front, side by side about every lap, but when you get, the deeper you get in the pack, the more difficult it seems it is for people to run side by side.
So David Starr gets straightened back out as we're under our 4th caution from New Hampshire.
Todd bounced off David a little bit entering the corner, took David's rhythm away, and then Donnie just had a run on the inside, got loose sideways, and bumped his way into David Starr.
Didn't look like David made a whole lot of contact with the outside wall. Here's another look right here. Donnie was committed to the bottom. David didn't leave him a lot of room, but he left him a lane down there, as you mentioned, Michael. When Donnie got a little bit loose, he needed a little bit more room, and unfortunately, David paid the price.
I think David's truck isn't bad enough to hurt anything. Watch Todd. He bounces off Starr in the first place. See what a gap David had? Todd roughed him up a little bit on entry, and Donnie Lee, that opened the door for Donnie. And Donnie got sideways and got into him. Jason White's had an adventurous few laps. You see him just barely squeezing to the inside.
He and Mike Skinner both getting by.
Let's watch this battle down into turn 1. David's just minding his own business up on the outside. Eventually, though, he's going to have to make a left, Phil. And he can't. Todd just kind of roughed him out a little bit.
Todd didn't want him to make that left as soon as David felt like he needed to. And then Donnie Lee comes along to the inside. They make some contact. Todd Bodine okay, so they let him go.
See how it affects the handling of the race truck. Green flag back in the air. Kyle Busch with another good restart. Let's see if Harvick can hold on to that inside line.
Well, don't you know at some point you're going to say side by side?
There's a good possibility. Harvick falls back to 2nd, and they slow down once again. Caution has come out. We've got problems in turn number 1. That's Eddie McDonald. Eddie had mentioned before the race what they wanted to do was get through this race without a problem with that truck so that they could continue on and maybe make another.
Got a caution.
And with 17 to go, we have our 7th caution.
Mike Harmon.
The Harmonator gets around.
The Harmonator had a strong run in qualifying. He was one of our trucks that went early, and he put down a lap that stood on the pole for 4 or 5 trucks, and is having a Let's
see if we can take a look at what happened to the Harmonator.
down on the bottom of another truck. Looks like maybe got loose as he tried to work underneath the 06 truck. Tim Bainey Jr. He got together a little bit. Hornaday's truck is not performing like it was before this caution. I wonder if he was involved in the Mike Harmon spin. You know, Harmon spun out. Hornaday was in that end of the racetrack. Oh,
contact!
Trouble.
Contact once again, and now around goes Hornaday. Oh, unfortunate for the 31 of Buescher. He'll have to go through another restart.
Yeah, with somebody like Kyle Busch up beside him for this restart.
8th caution, this time for the 33 of Hornaday. The guys know they've got a great truck, but they're going to have a great driver they're going to have to beat to win this race.
Didn't you feel it coming though? This thing has been so dramatic with the Busch and Harvick side by side all day long, and then James Buescher thinking he's just going to slip in there and steal it from these guys. It's not going to be that easy.
Not so.
All race would be right behind him for the restart.
Well, he's going to take the outside, I'm sure. You see Timothy Peters gets loose getting into the corner and just gets on Hornaday and can't get away from him.
You saw his tires turn way to the right there. He got so loose, he made the contact. Matt Crafton was able to drive by, but unfortunately for Ron Hornaday into the outside wall. Here's another view. Watch Tim at the back of Timothy's truck. Then he has to use some more racetrack, and when he did, that's where Ron Hornaday happened to be sitting.
Yeah, and it blew out Ron's tire, and he didn't have a chance. Even if he could have saved it from the contact, when that left rear tire blew out, watch you see this tire just blow out, and that just sends Hornaday around in a hurry.
Matt Crafton made the pass while that all happens. Buescher on the outside, Kyle Busch on the inside, back in the gas, green flag in the air. Buescher has a great restart as he goes into turn number 1. Can he clear him and hold on to him? Here comes Kyle Busch battling back. Buescher back up the racetrack, side by side, and Kyle Busch has the lead down the backstretch.
Into the outside wall, Kyle Busch.
Here comes Kevin Harvick, though. Harvick is able to work back up and battle for second now.
Kyle Busch cut James Buescher off. It put Busch into the wall, but he's still got the lead, Phil.
Coming out of 4, white flag goes in the air, 1 to go. Kyle Busch, James Buescher, and Kevin Harvick, 1, 2, 3.
I thought that maybe Kyle Busch would have some damage from bouncing off the wall. It doesn't look like it's enough to slow him down much. You can see the damage on the right side.
He's got white concrete all in his wheels and on his tires down the side of the truck, but he's driving away with the win.
Wrecking behind him is the 81 of David Starr. That will bring out
no caution.
The checkered so far as they come in at turn number 4. Kyle Busch is going to win in New Hampshire. 21st career win for Kyle Busch. How about that finish?
Way to go, guys. Heck of a team effort right there, boys. KB.
It took that long just to get going, and I knew if we were going to have a race with late cautions, it was going to be a pain in the butt. But I can't thank Toyota again, enough. And Traxxas Flexco.